All right. As a refresher, you are kind of relaxing at night in an inn when there is an argument started between supporters for the queen and supporters against the queen, and ended with the bouncer grabbing somebody and throwing them against the wall of the shed. And behind was a monster from fairy tales, a Trolloc who stands about 10 feet tall and growls in a guttural yell and dashes forward. You can see more moving behind the shed in the broken wall behind. So we rolled a fear check at seeing this thing, and I think one of you passed and one of you failed. I think I have it in my recap here. Yeah, Timothy failed, but Javi passed. But you spent some advantage on that roll to draw your weapons, so you don't need to spend any maneuvers during combat itself to do that. So Timothy, you need to add a black die, setback die to all your checks to represent your fear. And
Noted. Let me know when to not do that. Like when to stop doing that.
when the combat's over,
Cool,
which
okay.
which should be pretty obvious, I think. And we rolled initiative, and if you like at the tabs on the right, the second one is the combat encounter, so you can kind of see the initiative marker. Would put Timothy at the top, but I'm gonna delete Arashi from the combat here. But combat slots in this, like initiative slots, work very flexibly in this. So between the two of you, I mean, it's not going to matter in this case, but like you could swap. So like if somebody got a really bad roll but they had a good idea for something to do first, you can have that person go first, and then someone else can take the bottom slot. So since you two are back to back, either one of you who is ready for kind of what you want to do during your turn, we can start with them. Let me grab the pen tool here and kind of draw combat ranges. So it's like I don't want a white pen. So when you're like within melee range of somebody, that's engage range, and there's kind of a wider range beyond that, and that's short range, and then there's a range beyond that. It's medium, etc., etc. And it's all going to be flexible. I like specifically disabled squares, so you're not like counting squares. I'm just going to tell you, you guys start in medium range, and if you want to do melee combat, you have to spend some maneuvers to get closer. The sweet spot for range attacks are easiest to hit in short range. But you can still make them if you're at farther range. It's just a little bit harder to hit. And I did write in the chat log like other things you might do on your turn other than make an attack in this specific situation. Maybe you want to make a leadership check to try to get the civilians to run away, or maybe you want to make like a legends check to see what you remember from the stories about these creatures, and maybe that might help you. Or you can make a perception check to see what is going on in the shed behind with you see movement and hear the guttural growls of more, and you might hear screams cutting through that.
Okay, well, geez, like first thing, my character's scared narratively, so I'm thinking I'm not like gonna just charge in and swing at somebody, but I might want to like position myself in short range near to this guy who's like faced up with
That's the
him.
bouncer.
Also,
Yeah.
I tell. Okay, he's the bouncer. So he's like a tougher guy, not like some random civilian. Well, I mean, I guess he is technically, but
Yeah, he's not
I want to
equipped to
kind of
handle it.
get
Like he doesn't
here.
have armor, you know. He's just a guy.
Essentially, wherever Javi is moving in for a shot, I want to position myself between like the monster and him, not so he can't take a shot. Like, oh, can't be charged in that. He can use me as cover in a sense. But
So,
I think I want to do what you suggested there with like doing a leadership role to tell people to get out of here, scared, but defensive stance near to these things. Probably wondering if I'm dreaming in this moment. I'm looking at something I thought was a storybook monster.
So you get one free maneuver for your turn, so you can use that to go from your medium range to anywhere within like the short range. You can place yourself.
The game is paused. It's telling me I can't move.
Okay, thank you. You're on the wrong tool. You're on a measurement tool, I think.
Sorry, my character sheet's blocking my thing. It says select tokens. Click or drag.
Huh.
I think I just hadn't let him go because I haven't decided
Yeah,
where.
I moved it for you.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's. Oh,
Okay,
went
yeah,
to right click
it
face
looks like you've got it. If you want to, you
Oh, and then
can.
I want to. Actually, I'll just get like a little.
So if you want a
And
second
I'll be.
maneuver to move into short range, you can spend 2 strain to do that.
Oh, okay. The strain hurt me. Is that like real bad here? Is
No, that's like exhaustion. That is going to refill all the time. So you can definitely do that.
Oh, I see. And I've got like a threshold of. You said 2 strain?
2 strain to get an extra maneuver.
Cool. I have reflected that on my character sheet.
So now you
Oh,
are
and
in engage range. So you can
does that
attack.
mean I can still do that leadership role?
Absolutely, if
Because
you
I
want to
do
do
want to
that.
tell people. I'm going to tell people to get at it.
So I'm going to
Oh,
call
I don't
that
know if I have leadership. Okay.
an average difficulty roll. So it's going to be against 2 purple dice, which is the default. And
And
you're going to have
let
your
me add that
plus the
black.
black dice.
It's a 6, right?
Yes, the d6.
Okay. Cool. It's the white die on my dark moded screen.
Does not look good. Yeah, you got 3 success, but some threat.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Um,
Okay.
so you definitely succeeded. So I'm going to have
I
all these
sound kind of scared though. Get out of here.
civilians kind of start moving. This guy's sitting on the floating. And because I'm new at this, I need to refer to my own little thing that reminds me how to spend threat in combat. So it was 3 threat.
Yes, if that symbol means. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So either like possibly a significant setback here. Let's see. Um, maybe like in your haste to like jump over the table and everything, you kind of scrambled and you're like really off your footing here. So if the Trolloc decides to attack you, he might have an easier job.
Yeah, cool. I'm thinking like it even makes sense that I'm like not even looking at him. I'm shouting at people to get out of here. I'll have my shield hazardly raised, not even seeing how it's positioned.
All right, Javi.
Um, so what I'm going to do, I don't know if you ever played like Baldur's Gate or the Divinity, either of the Divinity games, but what I'm going to do is take an arrow. I'm assuming that this flame is open, right? It's an open flame right there.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get the arrow lit, and then would you count that as a maneuver, or how would you
If you
count that?
want it to have an effect, we can call it a maneuver. Sure.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'm gonna basically light the arrow there, And then it's 2 maneuvers, right? I cannot
You can get
remember.
one for free, or you can spend 2 strain to get a second one. But you have a ranged weapon, so you could attack from there if you don't want to move.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah, I'll just shoot from here. So yeah, I'm basically gonna light the arrow and then shoot from here.
So from that distance, it is going to be 2 purple die, but because you have kind of an ally also engaged with the target, I think you upgrade it once. So it would be 1 yellow and 1 purple.
Okay. So there. So upgraded ones, so 1 yellow, 1 purple. Oh, okay. So it's another purple on top of the 2 I already get.
It should upgrade the 1 purple into a yellow, I think. So it's just 2 dice total.
Well, yellow is a good die, isn't it?
Or oh,
I was just looking at the
well,
thing,
yeah.
so
What's
it's
the
red.
purple upgrade into? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Looks
the
like
purple will
red
upgrade
dice.
into a red.
Yeah,
Or
it should be a purple and a red.
yeah,
And
that's what I
there's
thought.
the purple with a up arrow, which upgrades dice.
Yeah. There we go. Yep. So a triumph and 3 successes.
So you can spend that to crit if you'd like to, or you can spend it kind of some other narrative way.
Mm,
Um,
I am just looking.
with a crit, a minion will guarantee that this particular enemy dies. What is the damage of your bow?
So the damage of the bow is it's 7 damage. Crit is a 3.
So normally you could spend 3 advantages to crit, but you rolled the triumph symbol, so you can spend that to crit instead.
Yeah.
So your normal damage isn't actually enough to take this guy down. He's pretty tanky. He can take a lot of hits. But if you were to crit him, you can take him down with a single shot.
Yeah, you know what? We'll do the crit damage and take him out with the single shot. Then 3 more successes. I will.
Well, those I think just add to the damage. I don't think you can spend regular successes in any other way.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. So I mean, crit plus 3 more. Yeah, okay.
So you just draw back, and it goes, straight through his eye, and it sizzles with a fire that pretty much, goes out. And it screams and like squirts black blood that kind of sprays out of it. I'm going to, I guess, delete the token.
Hope that's not infectious.
And now some of them are going to get turned here. I wasn't sure how many throw back here, so I threw too many. So I think one is going to, yeah, there's not that many in the turn tracker. So I think the numbers are off. But one more goes in to fill the gap, and kind of with the front one gone, you do get a little glimpse, and you see Well, no, I'll make you roll for it. You hear screaming, but the screaming gets quieter. And the one that comes forward keeps looking backwards to see what the others are doing. And he spends a maneuver coming to you, and I suppose he will attack.
Do I make a roll for this, or are you gonna roll?
He is going to roll.
Sure, okay.
I wish I figured out how the
My dice show the symbols. I think if you go into Dice So Nice, like you can just pick a set like called special dice and it shows the special dice because my dice do show the symbols on them.
Yeah, I had some. I think because I'm like looking at NPC character sheets that they might all have their own dice, and I don't know. So he does hit. Um, so his weapon is going to do the extra success. I think adds the damage, so 9 total damage, and your soak is 4. So you are going to take 5 wounds.
Yikes.
Oh, actually, because you have your shield, you get a +1 defense bonus. So I need to roll one die to see if that changes the outcome. It does not. So you
Okay, I've marked 5.
take 5 wounds. He comes. I mean, he towers over you, and he just smashes your shield, and kind of you're overwhelmed by the force of it, and kind of digs into you a little bit. And the other two behind, they're performing their own actions and their own maneuvers, but you can barely see them. Bouncer.
Oh, when you said you'd make us roll to see what was back there, that like reactionary, or do we need to spend
I think it
a
would
turn?
be your action. I mean,
Okay, cool.
it's fine. Attacking is probably more helpful. Bouncer roll. I did give him a club. He will try his best. Did not end up with any successes and a minor threat.
Poor guy, brave soul.
I closed. So he's going to take a strain. All right, and then I guess that'd be the top of the initiative order again. So either one of you two, or we can just do Timothy again.
Did you want to do anything since you're in a
I mean, I'm
dangerous
I'm
position?
probably gonna go a stab here. If you don't think like I seen that I'm kind of still in the way here, so like if it wouldn't be attack opportunity, just within his range still, but in this, does this matter if I'm not changing distances from him?
You can spend 1 maneuver to move within. So it'd still be a maneuver, but yeah, you can move.
Okay, cool. And I get one of those for free.
Yes.
Then yeah, I'm gonna see you drop the first guy with an arrow to the eye right over my shoulder. Just try and give you space to take shots. And I will try to go for a stab on this guy.
And they actually do have defense, so add an extra black die. So you should have 2 black die and 2
Okay.
purple die.
This is probably melee light.
Yeah, one-handed melee.
You said 2 purple, 1 black?
2 black total, including your fear.
Okay, okay. And then, yeah.
So you miss your
Dang.
attack, and I will spend the threat by saying, oh, just to make it easy, why don't you lose 2 more strain, or gain 2 more strain for 2 threat. You're really getting stressed out. This monster, like, you feel the spit of it on your face.
Makes sense. I'm terrified, and I thought I could try and get the sword into his gut, but I didn't make it. I didn't find the landing. Didn't get in there.
Hobby.
So now my arm in a
Okay.
funny spot, and my shield in a funny spot too.
Oh, just looking at. We do have some class-based skills. That doesn't really help right now. Okay. So basically gonna do the same thing again. Another arrow into the flame and then fire. Whoops. That's my character sheet.
So you should be doing it versus a red, a purple, and a black to represent his ranged defense, which I forgot last time.
Okay.
You could spend 2 strain to move closer, and you could drop a purple die.
Um, let's just test it out and see. Let's just test it out. Okay. Just 2 advantages. So
I don't think that counts as a hit, but
no.
2 advantage you might be able to spend to
So I'm
either
going.
get a free maneuver. I mean, yeah, you get to choose. You can get a
Yeah.
free maneuver, or
I.
kind of maybe pose a disadvantage on that guy, like you shoot him in the knee and it doesn't do much damage or something.
Let's see.
I could pop this up here.
I'm going to give Timothy a blue dice.
Okay. Yeah, so you can
Uh,
add some support to him and help him out.
and then. Wait, is that 1? Hang
That
on. Let
would
me
be
use
2.
that. That would be 2 to give another ally a blue dice.
Yes.
Okay. So then, yeah, then that will be it for me.
So this guy right in front of you is going to get to go again. Just for fun, I'm going to have it attack our poor bouncer friend. He does not have any defense. Oh no.
You're killing our bouncer friend.
Our poor bouncer friend, Bouncy Rawl, is gonna get cut in half, I'm afraid. The giant blade just like slices his whole shoulder off, and he drops pretty dead. Um, and with the threat, I'm gonna say The Trolloc is going to take a strain, which for him is just a wound. So maybe you get like a little poke in while he's doing that. So he takes a little bit of damage. And the other Trollocs you can't see, they're not very quiet, so you hear them running away. And something is being dragged behind them. And that would be it for them. So back to the top of the initiative. You will have a blue die
I really
added.
think I'm still in my best position to just try and stab. Maybe I could try and push him through the door because he is also like what, 9 feet tall? It would make sense and just go for his guts.
It's going to be 2 purple dice and 2 black dice and 1 blue dice.
Black. Yeah. Okay, so that's the 1 black die for fear, the 2nd black die for
his defense. Oh, you got a crit?
I suppose so, it looks like. Yeah, okay, success, advantage, triumph. Let me pull up that thing. Okay, if that thing did with Just Amazing where crit or whatever, I can spend a triumph crit, I think.
Yeah, and since this character,
If that would kill him.
Since minions are kind of a special class, and a crit guarantees the death on one, or if like multiple are stacked into a single token, it would guarantee the death of one stacked in the token. But these guys are not stacked up for a starter combat, so you can definitely kill him.
Yeah, then I think it might be cool to just say that like I scored that gut shot I've been aiming for, because you know his tummy's got to be right at like arm height for me maybe. So I'm just trying to like wedge the sword in there and twist pull it out to the side or whatnot. Guts.
Yeah, you probably like nick the spine while you're in there, so it kind of freezes up, and that gives you another opportunity to kind of finish it off.
I'm horrified, by the way.
And yeah, your sword is now covered in this black blood.
Oh,
And go
so
ahead.
if he's like down on the ground immediately, I want to like pay immediate attention to the bouncer. He's like the only person here who like got seriously injured besides me. Like I think it sounded like I probably sprained my shoulder taking a hit from that monster. Like his arm's gone and he passed out. You said he's looking
Uh,
dead, but
he's
is he dead? Sorry.
he only has 4 wound, and he took 10, so he's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Oh no. Well, in that case, I'm like probably we don't hear any more. They called Trollocs in the back there, and
They are running
probably just
away.
like
They're even like if Javi moves kind of to get eye line through the door, you would not be able to see them. They've turned a corner.
in these after combat moments. Then I'm probably like, just checking on the bounce, maybe glancing back the room they came from.
I think that would be it. So
Javi not scared. What are you up to? I want to go back there.
yeah,
Trying to see if I picked up any other talents, but I don't think I did. So I can't really What would we roll to track?
Inside a cityscape, that would be streetwise.
Okay, I wouldn't be good at that at all.
But I think we will move kind of to out of the combat here. At the end of every encounter, and that could also mean like a social encounter, you can make a check to recover any strain. So if you received any strain, you could make a roll to try to recover some now. So Timothy, either a discipline or a cool check, whatever is better. You can make a check with no purple die and see if you recover any strain.
Oh, dang. I am cooler than I am disciplined. Then no purple dice?
No purple dice.
Does right click?
And your fear is over, so no black dice either.
How do I take these
left
off? Oh,
click.
you just click them.
Yeah. So you can recover 2 strain. And for a check with no purple dice, you're not going to spend the advantage. We're just counting the successes.
Cool, okay.
Here.
I'm not exactly sure how to spend them on regular checks. Yeah. All good.
As the battle dies down, the tavern master kind of creeps back around the corner from inside. And kind of all of the civilians are also kind of huddled behind him and peeking around the corner. Everyone's pretty much stunned. You can tell like they are also not used to seeing these kind of things. Like almost no one is talking. But seeing 2 of them dead on the ground, like they're also like looking at you in awe. I mean, both of you, because I mean they can see the one with an arrow sticking out of its eye and the one with an obvious sword wound. Let's see. Kind of a few of them, like one in particular, there's a healer woman who is like coming to try to treat your wound. She goes first to the bouncer and sees that he is not treatable. But this woman, she has some herbs and like a wrap, and she kind of tends to your wounds a little bit. She will make a check here. I don't have her character sheet, so I just need to do this manually. I believe...
Quite pleasant. It smells kind of minty.
I think that means you heal 1 wound. Because there was 1 success.
Done.
And with a 2 advantage, you can heal 1 strain.
Cool, also done.
So like she tends to you a little bit. But at that point, somebody else pushes through the crowd. The growing crowd parts to reveal a thin, hawk-nosed man, a little stooped and just shy of middle-aged. As he approaches from the rear of the inn, you recognize him as Bennett, the stable master of the Golden Stag Inn, who lives in a room above the shed. Is it true? He pants. His eyes search past you at the wretched door of the shed. The wrecked door of the shed. There were Trollocs here. Light save me, it's true. Calm down, Ben, Master Farron says, gripping Bennett by the shoulder. They were here, but they're gone now, thank the light. We're all safe and sound. But they said, Bennett waves aimlessly toward the back of the inn. Somebody said they took her, that they put her in a sack, Is it true? Did the Trollocs take Serene?
I'm gonna shout back to him like, well, I mean, he's across the. I yell, but you get it. That we heard a scuffle. And some of them ran away. I definitely saw more than, and there's only 2 dead here.
Yeah, I mean the crowd like kind of breaks apart and everyone kind of goes to look inside the shed, and there is definitely evidence of some sort of struggle. And people look upstairs where they live, and people look around, and it seems to be true that this person is gone. And people are like,
Where would a Trolloc go?
you
Where
know,
did it come from?
people are like whispering, kind of, oh God, like, if these things are real, like, does that mean some of the stories are true? Can they, like, are they going to eat her? And the innkeeper turns to you, both of you, says, "You've done so much already, and I fear to ask more of you," Master Farron says. "But, well, she's just a little girl, and she's all that poor Bennett has. Blind me, since her mother died. We've all sort of adopted her. She's like a daughter to the entire inn." Bennett pauses to wipe the sweat from his forehead. "We're outside the city walls, and always take some time to call the guard down here. The trail grows colder by the minute. Won't you help her quickly, while there's still time?"
We don't have much time. Where would it have gone? Do we know about Trollocs enough to say where they eat things?
Well, not in a city, probably.
Avi, can you tell where they've gone?
Um,
I've got
probably,
basic
or do they
streetwise.
leave
Maybe I could take
tracks
a
or
look around.
not? That's my question.
Now let's take a look in the shed. Let's. Yeah. The short answer, yes, we'll do it. Let's see where they're going.
You start like in the stables. There's like it's a dirt floor, so like there's some mud and stuff where you can definitely see these monstrous inhuman tracks. Some places on the streets are cobbled up in cobblestone, and some of it is kind of more dirt path where you might be able to find tracks. So it's not impossible to follow them, but it could be difficult.
Where the hell am I back here? Thought there would be stuff outside. Am I in a?
No, there's no extra
Oh,
map.
I see. I needed to pull the map.
There's
Gotcha.
no
Okay.
extra map.
No, I
It's
just
just the
mean
end.
that I'm looking at a cone of light. I thought I'd like seeing side at least to
Oh
some
yeah, the
capacity.
walls might be janky.
Gotcha. Well, to that end, we're outside trying to follow a trail. Imagine
Um,
I'm looking around for things.
Before you leave, uh, a character from outside comes through. A stooped figure
Me.
is shuffling, kind of they almost walk with a limp. A murmur of disgust ripples through the crowd as a stooped shape, more a filthy pile of rags than a man, pushes its way towards you. "That filthy beggar again," Master Farron exclaims. "He's been hanging around for 2 days now." He turns towards the shuffling mound. "I told you to stay away from the stag, you vermin. Now get, or I'll have Bennett set the dogs on you." The beggar
Wait, sorry.
cringes.
Who's he talking to?
This filthy beggar man.
Oh, okay. So just somebody who's been here the whole time, but who has not been yet.
It looks like he's approaching now.
Okay. Okay.
The beggar cringes as if such a wretched creature could possibly stoop deeper. He's been "I saw," the man croaks. "In the alley there. I saw the creatures pass. I can lead you." Farron's scowl turns to astonishment. "You saw where they went?" He turns back towards you. "The beggar can lead you. Hurry, please, save little Serene." And the beggar is pointing
Okay.
down a particular alley.
Yeah. Okay. If it seems like when he says he'll lead us, are we trying to like take him with us, or like does he just give us a lead to go on?
He's pointing the way towards an alley and kind of like urging you toward him, and he's kind of shuffling that direction himself.
Cool. Then let's go. Go.
You're like, so he's gonna be leading the way? Okay.
Yeah. Um,
I'm like trying to link arms with the man. Can walk faster. Find us where to go.
there's definitely like a kind of a stench about him, but he seems confident at least.
I was pretty close to one. He doesn't smell like a Trolloc, does he?
No. About 600 feet away from the city, past the inn, you come into kind of a field, kind of more on the outskirts and towards a field, and the field stretches about a quarter mile. You can make out in the field jagged footprints of the Trollocs in the recently tilled earth. They parallel a hedgerow that extends out into the field, stretching towards a copse of trees at the far edge. In the nighttime darkness, the copse is a black mass, and no forms can be discerned in the inky shadow. So there's just a bunch of trees kind of out in the middle of a field. You can't really see what's in there, but there are these like freakish half animal, half human tracks, and they're kind of walking towards the field to that bunch of trees.
Okay. Well, I have to admit, going into the trees in the dead of night feels like a bad idea. Are we prepared for that kind of thing? She might not have till morning. Might have to, like, go in there, but don't. Going in there in complete darkness seems like a terrible, terrible idea. Avi, thoughts?
I mean, I don't. Sure, let's go.
Are we equipped with torches and whatnot? We can assume. We can navigate the without putting our hands forward.
You could light some torches. Your like starter equipment probably has some, but that would make it easy for them to tell that you're approaching.
Oh, right. Okay. So, in this description, that are they not in this wooded area yet? I'm just imagining we can't see anything. Like you said, we can't distinguish here.
You're at the beginning
We're
of the
definitely
field, and in the middle of the field is some trees. So you can you can't see any shapes within the trees because like the leaves of the trees are blocking most of the light, but you have enough moonlight to kind of see the tracks in the field.
Okay, well, I definitely only want to light torches when we're like getting to a point where we're following into the complete darkness of the wood. Um, yeah, if imagine Javi's the better tracker, two of us, I think we should probably just try and follow him.
Uh, It. What are the rules for tracking outside of a city?
Outside is going to be a survival roll. You can also try a perception roll to see if there's anything spottable.
Are you
But
good at any of those
you
roles?
you wouldn't particularly need a
Sorry, what were the
to
stats?
survival to track, but you wouldn't necessarily need that because it points towards the trees. There could be perception if you want to kind of see what's around, or you can just try to like stealth up if you want to stealth, or just walk straight up to it.
I've got at least 2 green dice in every skill.
Same except for perception. I have a yellow in that. How about I proceed first and then we move in stealthily? How about we do that?
Yeah, cool. Like I said, I'm imagining I'm just sort of walking, maybe sneaking if you're sneaking beside you, following tracks. I'm considering you like all intents and purposes.
Okay. So then, yeah, I want to look around first before we move forward. Use some perception. How many dice
We'll call it an average
difficulty?
two purples, but I will add a black one because it's dark.
Should I do this roll as well to just look or what have you?
That's up to you. In this game, kind of all rolls will have consequences. So if you fail, like, something could happen to your character. So.
Yeah, okay. See what Javi sees then.
So it's a failure, but with a triumph. So you could use that. Well, I think with the triumph, I will say you do see that this copse of trees is surrounded on all sides by a field, so it's going to be easy for them to see any way you approach from, or there is like a small like ravine that leads towards the copse, so you might be able to use that to get a little bit closer before you're spotted.
Okay, so then I will point
Stealthing
out to the
through the
ravine
ravine.
and yeah,
And maybe take a strain
and
with
hopefully,
the threat.
sure.
Literally on your eyes because it's dark.
True. So then, yes, I will lead us to the ravine doing a stealthily. Um, is it the same standard difficulty for that one?
So this is a contested check, so it's based on their skills. And
I imagine I definitely got to roll this one too.
yes, you will both have to roll stealth. And I think let's call this 2 red dice. So upgrade the 2 purples into 2 reds.
Okay. I'm not sure how to read this. Does my roll just
Yours doesn't
at a
have
zero?
You literally got
you got
nothing.
nothing.
All
It all
right.
canceled out. So that's a failure on your part. But Javi definitely has a big success. And with one threat, probably just take another
Aw,
strain.
dang. You guys got just me. Certainly no one else here. Go.
So probably with all the successes from Javi, you do manage to get relatively close, but at some point, Timothy steps on a twig, and I think I might have a different map here. Yeah. Oh, but you don't have tokens here yet. And scale is not very things aren't to scale on this map in particular, but
The the fog of war has made it so I see only like the field, the ravine, and then there's an exact black bit over like what's that's
yeah,
interesting. I can't see what isn't to scale.
I forgot what I was going to do with a failed stealth check. So, I mean, we're just going to arrive and start another combat, I suppose.
Well, I think Javi has the benefit of not being seen. Like they think it's just me.
Oh, yeah, I found my notes here. So, if you fail the stealth check, you must use vigilance for initiative roll. If you pass, you can choose if you want to use cool or vigilance.
Do I do any purple dice for that one? How does
Zero purple dice.
Okay. Dang, that's a nice set of results, I believe.
Uh,
So Javi 2.2 and Timothy 0.1. I think some of the automated like initiative rolling is temporarily broken, so I have to type it manually. But
Oh, I also just did a standard like vigilance roll.
yes,
If that was supposed to be like a
no.
special button.
If you hit the special
Okay.
button, like it doesn't work how it's supposed to.
Gotcha, okay.
What skill is vigilance under?
Will.
Thank you. Oh, well, I forgot to subtract the dice too. So 1.1 and 1.1.
Oh hey, you did the initiative backwards. Javi has the 220. I have the .1.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he rolled the 4 successes. Or no, the 2 and 2. Sorry, I don't know the dice very well yet.
Okay. I think you were supposed to roll fear again, but we're gonna skip it. Um, and I guess we will just start. I'll say you guys start in medium range again. Before Timothy steps on the stick and you hear them roar. And I think this will let you see everything.
I can see it, yeah, a little bit better. My first move that's going to take me out of the ravine will definitely make me see.
So for this combat, I have stacked two Trollocs in a single token. So there's two tokens here that have two people in them each, which might be too tough for you two people, and I might have to readjust it after combat begins. But we'll figure it out. And at the top of combat would be Javi. So you can just barely make them out
Okay.
at medium range between the trees. You can pretty much make your attacks now if you want. Um,
I think I'm going to move from medium to
to short.
short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. So I guess about here. Sure.
Sure.
Here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll say because it's dark, until somebody uses a maneuver to light a torch, you'll have a black die for your setback for the dark.
Okay.
That'll be my first move, but I'm last in the order.
And they
So
also do have one ranged and one melee defense, so it'd be a second black setback die.
okay. And
If
then
you're in
from
short
short
range,
range.
it's one single purple die as the base difficulty. So
Okay. Two successes. One advantage. Okay. So I'm just hitting the closest one to me.
okay, the wolf-headed Trolloc here. And you remind me
Yeah.
again, your bow does how much damage?
That's 7.
So the extra successes mean it does 9 damage, and these have 4 soak, so they're going to take 5 wounds, and that I think is enough to take out half of this first one. So narratively, you take down one of the 2 Trollocs in the front group.
Okay. And then with the single advantage, what can I do with that? Um
You can recover 1
I
strain.
I could, but I don't
You
really
can.
need to.
It looks like you might be able to add a boost to the next allies check.
Add one to the next ally. Yeah, that's what I'll do. So a blue to Timothy. And then that'll be it.
All right, you're
Hey.
in.
Oh, right. It's Trollocs' turn.
Yeah, so you're in short range of this guy, so he'll spend a maneuver to come to you. You might be in medium range of the next guy, so he will spend some strain. To double move and come to you as well. So their base damage is 8, so it'd be 11 damage minus your soak, which is 2, so you possibly take 9 wounds here.
Damn, Javi, I'm gonna try to get up there real soon.
I'm gonna downgrade the second guy into only a single, I think, because I was planning for this to be another player here, but he will attack you because he spent some strain to get close to you. You don't have any defense bonuses, and they ignore the difficulty from the darkness. but he misses his attack. And they can't recover strain. But since you're overwhelmed, he will use the advantage to add a boost to the next attack against you. So if, as you're kind of trying to fend yourself off against these people who are closer to twice your height.
Okay.
Okay, so for my plan here, I don't know if I have enough maneuvers and actions for it, so I'm just going to tell you and think about how it works out. Kind of want to, one, if they went from medium range to Javi, who only moved one gap, I think they're only one away from me.
Yeah,
So I
that
could get up there.
sounds good to me.
And then I wanted to like light a torch and wedge it in a tree so I can still have my hands free and we can see. And like just get up here to like get ready to fight, if not fight them.
I would say you
I
can
think.
spend 2 strain to do a maneuver, and I'll let you do that.
Cool. Okay. Cool. In that case, I want to hit this guy that I to get close to. I just charge in, kind of like shove it between two high branches of a tree and go in for a stab on this guy.
So it's going to be 2 purple difficulty dice, and we'll ignore the black dice for the darkness because of the torch. You guys also have the story points, which you have. I technically only have 2 of them since there's only 2 players right now, but you can spend those to gain different effects. Like you can use it to upgrade your roll to make it gain an extra yellow die, most likely. Or you can use it to kind of like Deus Ex Machina and say, oh, I needed this item. We'll say I have it, picked it up at the last town and just forgot. But when you spend it, it goes to me and then I can spend it against you. So if you really want this attack to hit, you might want to use a story point to upgrade the attack once.
Well, it's 2 purple dice, and I have a yellow, 2 green, and the blue he gave me. Might want to save that one for like Javi's turn. That enemy has a boost on the next hit for him. I think that's good then. I do realize Javi rolled 2 black dice up there earlier. Should I just be losing 1?
Um, I think he might have rolled an extra 1 on accident.
Okay, so just 2 purples then.
I think so. All right, so you
Cool.
succeed. What is the damage on your sword?
Inventory. Brawn plus 3, 6.
So you'll
Critical
add.
is 2.
You got extra successes, so I think you add either 2 or 3. Let's just say 3, and to bring it to 9. They have 4 soak and 5 health, so you take out this Trolloc in front of you.
Cool. Just clean stab right to the chest. He's not facing me. He's looking at Javi. I just come up from the brush, and even they heard the twig and broke the stealth, but Javi walked up first, so they weren't paying attention when I gave him the stab.
And back to the top of initiative would be Javi again.
Okay. Let me see. So the story points, can I use that for, I guess, can I use that to move myself out of range without taking a hit
There
in some
are
type of
no
way?
opportunity attacks in this game, so you can just move away.
Oh, okay. So then that's what
Very
I'm
cool.
going to do, but I'm going to put myself in between Timothy and or behind Timothy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I lift
and
my
then
shield a
still
bit to
within
give you
short
like cover to
range.
aim over.
Oh, great. And
So that puts you in
then,
short range, so it'd be 1 difficulty die for your ranged attack.
yes.
And I mean,
By the way, just wanted to add. Sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say this whole combat is taking place, in dense forest. So you're like dodging between trees. And you're just seeing glimpses of these like fangs and teeth in between trees as moonlight like kind of pokes through the leaves.
Loving the dice system.
And,
This is really cool.
and then was there a black dice?
I think there's enough light from the torch that Timothy set up to say no black dice for now.
Okay.
All right.
What's the crit rating on your weapon?
It's a 3.
So you could crit with this and guarantee you get the kill.
Yeah, we'll just crit and kill it outright.
And that is kind of you all, 2 or 3 arrows into this guy, and it kind of lurches and falls to the ground and is still ragged breathing, and one more arrow makes it stop, and you listen, and you don't hear anything before you hear off in the distance some rustling, and tense up and kind of strain your eyes to check, and you see a sack that's kind of kicking around.
I go to untie the sack. I'm pretty sure I know what's in there. So, go and untie the sack.
And that is, of course, a young girl named Serene, and she's crying her eyes out, and gives you a hug, and she desperately wants to get as far away from here as possible.
Yeah, I imagine I grabbed the torch that I'd lit previously from that spot in the tree, and I believe now we can safely navigate. So, we probably just head back. I imagine I didn't take us on too confusing a route to just go back the way we came.
I mean, you know where your inn is, so you can get there.
Yeah, right. This is trees in a field. I forgot. We're not far in. Okay.
I mean, even despite kind of the death of the bouncer, I mean, the mood like just picks up immediately when they see her come in, and she runs to her dad, who just like falls over crying, hugging her. There's a huge celebration. Um, Everybody like swarms you, like thanking you. Um, the innkeeper Farron like insists on moving you to his best accommodation, his biggest room, 2 rooms, and he even says kind of the rest of your stay is on him. You don't have to pay for your room anymore. Let's see what else.
Cool. Where did the Trollocs come from?
You can tell like there's like the remains of a campfire in the trees, so like they might have been there for a day, but
Like they just live in the trees outside.
it is it's kind of absurd.
Oh, the horror way. Yeah, cool. I just wanted to make sure, Great, cool. We have accommodations here. There won't be another Trolloc attack, will there?
A patrol of the Queen's Guard, who is the kind of policing force of the city, comes in with Lieutenant German and 2 guards, and he's there when you arrive. So after the celebration, he's already questioned everyone else, but he comes to talk to you. He's kind of a stocky, sandy-haired man, about 25 years old, and he's. Is there anything like in particular you tell him other than the basics?
Maybe just that. No, we didn't even hear him like say anything. I think we probably could just give him the basics of like they ran out of here with the girl in a sack. The only thing I think I might mention to him is that just based off this picture, I don't see like a fire or anything. So unless they were just gonna rip her to pieces and eat her raw, like maybe they had different plans than eating. But that's all I've really got.
Oh, yeah, I can put us back in the in map for now. So yeah, he's like kind of stunned himself. This you can tell like this is not an everyday occurrence for him. So even he is overwhelmed, and he's a lieutenant, and he's eager to return to the city proper and make his report. He seems like he's going to send men to the place you described to try to check it out himself. And he's having his men haul away the bodies of the Troggs you killed here. He's going to send them to be burned. He also tells you, in particular, Timothy, you should make sure to clean your sword blade well, because their blood will rust your sword faster than you can blink.
Ugh. I'd take a look at my sword and then like my clothes to wipe it off on that, and then hesitate like maybe that's not the best idea. And just kind of keep that in mind as I re-scabbard it and look for somewhere to wash that later.
Amid, the kudos, congratulations, and all the questioning, the beggar comes up to you, Timothy, and says,
Oh, also real quick, just to be clear, I meant to imply to the kingly guy there that I don't know if Trollocs can be like bent to a will for political reasoning. That if he has enemies, could someone manipulate Trollocs into doing something for you? Is that girl important to him? But I think so, right? She was just like a minstrel in the inn.
she's the daughter
But
of a stable master.
gotcha. Okay, so in that case, if that's a high position, I would wonder if they could be manipulated for political reasons. But that's all I meant to say. What's the beggar saying?
So he comes to you, Timothy, and he like grabs your cloak. He says, "My reward, sir." He coughs, and you can like smell his horrible breath. "Much have I done, but I ask little. Only it is so cold out. Just give me your cloak that I can warm myself. That's all I need." The inn master Farron like wrinkles his nose and says, "Well, you deserve something," he admits, "but you'll get no. Don't be troubling my guests. If it's cold, then I'll give you a blanket. I'll give you 2 blankets. I mean, you've earned it, helping these people. Maybe you can sleep in the loft above the stable, but just don't bother my customers. Don't and maybe I'll have somebody draw a bath, but don't come back here without taking a bath." And the beggar,
I think
go ahead.
my response to him as he asks for that would probably just be like I wrote it down in my journal as like my breast is on it. Like I'd just say like, wouldn't you much rather have money? This means something to me.
The beggar raises his head, and you can see his eyes kind of studying you. After a moment, he reluctantly releases your cloak and takes the blankets that a servant comes and brings him, and he shuffles away.
Weird. I'm gonna make a mental note of that. What about my cloak? Why my cloak? Anyway, imagine where one, Javi, what are you doing amidst this? And two, like, is this a celebration? Like, are we just like doing this now, or presume I need to follow like the king guy somewhere? He left the room
Yeah, I mean
to inspect. Yeah.
he's sending men to the trees, and he's had his men kind of haul the bodies away. I mean, it's a little bit somber because of the death of the bouncer, but otherwise there is a lot of celebration because I mean people are been freaked out. They're trying to
Well, in
relieve
that
that.
case, I think like narratively, I'd probably just be like answering people's questions. I'm sure people have questions, but after that, like I'm trying to get to that promised room, maybe find something to clean this sword with, and just come down a bit. For Tim, this has been a very eventful day, something he would simply never forget. Probably the turning point in his life, and I think his adrenaline, like he's starting to feel all killed like storybook monsters tonight.
You guys can also oh, I think the in addition, let's see, let me find my notes.
Oh, and I want to have a moment to thank Javi for the like couple of really well placed shots that have saved both of our lives. Boy, those clean headshots were real nice.
The stable
Well,
master
yeah.
comes up and like he comes up between you two and gives you like a pouch full of coins. Says, "This is my life savings. Please take it."
I mean, you should keep some money for yourself, but I would not say no to a reward.
Yeah, I mean you like have the packaging, look in it. It's not a ton of money. It'd be like 72 silver marks. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
like
a lot of money, but it's not like a lot of money.
I was gonna say I don't know the value of money, but like if you want to just call it 15 each for me and Javi, is that good, Javi? I don't think we should bankrupt them.
You save
Yeah,
my
I
daughter,
mean, we don't
please. I
need
mean,
much money.
you gonna take some out and then toss them back the rest?
Yeah, I'm thinking like if it's in something that I could just reach into without taking from his hands, then I'll just like reach my cup there and like 15 one.
That is fair enough. I don't think we need to, have this man starve to death.
All right, so you
I've
can.
saved your daughter. Now enjoy your life of poverty. I don't, I
He
don't
does
want,
have a job. I mean, he's a working man.
but savings, my man. Um,
He's just excited. So you can each add 15 to your currency if you'd like.
Cool, done. That puts me up to 51. If 70 was his life savings, then I'm feeling good about 50 something. That's all good.
Um, oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to double check. I'm pretty sure the healer woman had, yes, she had a single dose of healing balm. So she can do another medicine check on each of you. And then she also has a single dose of a potion, which would help a significant amount.
Cool. Okay.
Yes, I will need that very much.
Javi definitely need that. I'm only at 4 wounds. Did you say strain clears after combat? So I should put that back to 0.
You can make a check to clear it, but we're
A
we're done
check
with
to
the
clear.
adventure for the day. So when you go to bed, all your strain is gone. So you can clear your
Okay,
strain.
cool. I'll just do that preemptively. Yeah, cool.
I will do the healing check for Timothy first because it's going to be easier. So you can heal 2 more wounds, Timothy.
Cool.
And it's going to be a little bit harder for Javi because you are really wounded. She's only capable of healing 1 of your wounds, but she does give you the potion, and that would heal 5.
Okay.
So
With the
He could use a
potion.
rest.
yeah, a rest only naturally heals 1 per night, so you probably want to, accept the potion and it
Knock it back, man. At this point, I'm just a little bruised.
yeah, it's probably more of like a topical balm because there's not really like magic potions, but it really helps the sting and helps you kind of you flex your muscles and you're feeling better.
You said that was 5?
Yeah, 5 plus the 1 from her just general medicine check.
Okay, so 3 is my current.
And you guys will sleep now, so you can all heal 1 extra wound and clear all your strain. And I mean, we could continue, but this could also just be a good place to stop.
Maybe just like a TV episode ender of like, what's next? We
Yeah,
do it.
so tomorrow is the day that some of you might have been waiting for. That is the day when the parade is coming through, and they're going to parade the false dragon through the streets.
So, just real quick, parading the false dragon, is this like weird tradition they've done a lot, or is this like kind of like a number event
a
that's a bad
man
guy we're happy about seeing punished, or
a man has gone crazy from channeling the power, and he's gone so crazy that he believes he's the dragon reborn. And luckily, the White Tower has captured him and disavowed him of that belief. And it is not the last battle. The world is not ending yet because he's a false dragon. So it's a time of celebration.
gotcha. Bad man we're happy to see is wrong and being paraded through the streets. It's like we got him. He's a fool.
And it's a very rare event. Like someone only goes mad enough to call himself the dragon like once every 100 years.
Oh, so it is kind of a tradition, but not one would like live to see twice probably, and it's still like we're happy to see this bad rated town.
Yeah, pretty much.
We got him. He's a bad guy, and we got him, so we're happy.
And that's what is because you'll probably have to get up early in the morning to crowd into the city to be able to see it. But that will be what we get to next time.
Cool. I also see how we'll meet our 3rd player in that pretty easily. So that sounds good. Are we doing more?